Now, there's a question that I get asked about 3 to 4 times a week from someone who has either come across something I've posted, come across something they've heard me say, or they've heard in a video that I've shared on one of my platforms. And that question is, what religion do you follow? And I actually love getting asked this question because if I have time, we're going to talk, we're going to converse. I get to share a bit of my own story, and everyone's story is usually pretty different, yet the same depending on your background. In getting asked this question, I want to share with you a question that was posed to me about 5 years ago. All right, so I was sitting in a Zoom and there was this discussion. Well, let me back up. So first of all, when things come to me, they truly do come to me in threes. The signs, the symbols, the wonders come to me in threes. One, the first was I had already been put in my place and corrected about astrology being in the biblical text. And when this second sign had come to me, I truly hadn't even started studying the miracle signs and wonders and the science of astronomy and how it pertained to the biblical text. So the second sign for me, I had a question, and it kind of did pertain to the astrology, whatever, in the biblical text. And this spiritual leader turned to me and asked me, because I guess he felt like was kind of leery or didn't want to waste his time explaining to someone who had already been asking questions, being more challenging than trying to be more understanding. That's what I was doing. I was challenging, and I truly was not trying to be understanding at all. Because when you've been in church all your life, you think you know everything, right? Okay, so he turned to me and he said, "Are you ready to turn your back on religion and follow Christ?" And that's probably exactly like how I looked, because it's just like, what are you saying? Like, so that's how I was. That was my disposition. And so here's the thing. My dry humor is A1. My dramatics are A1. So the fact that I'm already challenging in and of itself, I just thought, he was being catty. Okay, we can do that. I'm gonna shut up. That's fine. But it sat with me because, again, this was sign number 2. And so in being asked, like, what religion do you follow? The real question is, why do you feel the need to follow a religion? Why not follow Christ? Especially when you understand who Christ is. Jesus the Christ is just an example. That ain't even the prototype. He's just the example of how we get back to our forgotten selves. Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, when you truly compare the sciences of their teachings, not the doctrines, but the sciences of the teachings, you learn to understand that it's all the same. The science never changes because nature does not change. However, nature can be manipulated. Therefore, we have doctrines. So I ask you, don't ask me what religion do I follow. Is the Christ in you ready to lead?